Oh, good morning. Welcome to the 15th of April edition of Dave TV on DCRTV.com. How you doing, everybody? Whoa. Okay, got a couple little cool little soundy things for you here. If I can click on the right thing. Where am I here? There we are. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, listen to this.
Hello, this is John Lennon of the Beatles with the Tops in Pops. Listen to WMUC at 65 on the dial. We're in College Park. Get listening, kids. Oh, yeah.
Or this.
Hello, this is John Lennon of the Beatles, and you're listening to the #1 station in College Park, WMUC, at 65 on the dial.
Or this.
Hello, this is John Lennon of the Beatles, and you're listening to the #1 station in College Park, WMUC, at 65 on the dial.
Or this.
Hello, this is John Lennon of the Beatles, and you're listening to the #1 station in College Park, WMUC, at 65 on the dial.
Or this.
Hello, this is John Lennon of the Beatles with the Tops in Pops. Listen to WMUC in College Park. Get listening, kids.
Okay, there's. I don't know when this was recorded. Those are some old promos for WMUC, the old 6:50 a.m. college carrier current, whatever the heck it was, for University of Maryland student-run radio station there from John Lennon. Obviously, had the same clip there, just backed it with a bunch of different Beatles songs. So anyhow, cool stuff there, huh? Oh, what's the big news today on DCRTV.com? Charles McCord, the newsman on Don Imus' show, is going to be retiring on May 6th. McCord actually started out his career working on WWDC and WTOP here in the DC area way back when. And then he went to a WNBC. That's where Iman was working at the time. Remember, Iman did the morning and Howard Stern did the afternoons, I believe, for a while there. Something like that. Anyhow, went to WNBC and then just followed Imus around to his various different stations over the years. Currently WABC in New York. Don Imus was heard here in D.C. on 105.9 pre-mid-2009 when the station flipped format from oldies to classic rock. A nice promo, a nice, interesting little profile today of WKYS's Russ Parr in Friday's Washington Post, front page of the Metro section. We learn in the article that Russ is his morning show is second in the 18 to 34 demo in Washington, and we also hear that Russ is working on several things. He does books. He has a book called The Game Behind the Game, Mastering the Art of Bullshit, which was released this month. And he's also working on some films, one called 35 and Ticking, which will be screened May 20th here in D.C., Baltimore, and Atlanta. So check that out. I'm just curious why they, usually when they profile a DJ, they usually put it in the style section, but this was in the Metro section. Curious as to why that was. I don't know. But anyhow, big ratings upswing for the Nationals and the Orioles on MASN for the games so far this season. So that's cool. And so you can read more about that on DCRTV.com. Plus, Comcast SportsNet is seeing a rating surge for its Capitals playoff games. Game 1 of the Capitals playing the Rangers, beating the Rangers, I guess in overtime, was it? They posted a 6.18 household rating in the Washington market, making it the second highest Capitals rating in the network's history, behind only Game 7 of last year's first-round series versus Montreal. Also on a cable, if you get the Discovery HD channel, it's called the Discovery HD Theater Network. That will be flipping over to getting a new name called Velocity come September, and it will be aired at an upscale male audience. I've noticed that HD Theater lately is pretty much already aimed at an upscale male audience with lots of shows about cars and stuff like that. So we will see more of a tweak there as Discovery struggles to hold on to its various audiences there. Let's see what 1190's doing today, folks. We're going to. I'm just curious.
Information will be available on weibo.com/shjtgb, the Shanghai Highway Administration's microblog. And actually, very soon in the show, our sports editor, Paul Riding, will join us in a call-in session to tell us what...
okay, so there we have...
in Shanghai.
Yes, looking forward to that. And just before we
there we have, okay, so the English language of a Chinese service is playing on 1190 out of Leesburg, the new 1190. Interesting. Then if you go down here, there's WDCT in Korean out of Fairfax. Okay. And that is WZHF in Arlington, which is running Voice of Russia in English. So you've got the Voice of Russia in English on 1390. Which gets some interference here from the computer. And, of course, the new 1190. 1390 is Voice of Russia, and 1190 is the Voice of China, both in English. So, kind of an interesting international development there on the AM dial. What else do we got on the old AM dial here? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Well, too bad. That's the price of freedom. Is sometimes your feelings can be hurt because somebody's praying. No one's requiring you to pray. No one's compelling you to pray.
Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. It's so bad I can't even get WMAL on this radio. There it is.
Tens of thousands in the EIB family have decided to take my advice and visited Gazelle.com, the company that buys your recently used electronics for cash.
I love how Rush Limbaugh incorporates advertisers into his show. You know, you'd be listening to the show, and he'll just start talking about something, and it turns into an ad. You know, there's no differentiation between editorial content and the show. It's kind of weird, huh? Remember this? Just to remind you that we actually got an award once. DCRTV was selected as Baltimore City Paper's 2003 Best of Baltimore for the best TV radio geek website. Yeah, one of the few honors we've ever gotten. I was also selected as most mysterious local media personality by a Fishbowl DC last year, so cool, huh? And also highlighting one of our sponsors, DC Redbone Hot Sauce, home of the Anacostas. Check this one out. This is cool stuff. And check out the ad on our website in the right column there of the front page. Look. All right, folks, not a lot to say today. It's a Friday, beautiful, beautiful Friday here in the Washington area, April 15th. And that's that. Have a good one, and don't forget to stay tuned.